Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video will be about what Corsair Core Skills are worth using. I will tell you what's good for PvE and PvP. Just a heads up though, these are my opinions and your opinions may differ from mine. This is not the end all be all, you must use the ones I think are pretty good. Please like and subscribe to the channel if this video ends up helping you guys out, and leave a comment in the comment section below to help me know which core skills you guys prefer. If you're new to BDO, core skills are basically add-ons to certain skills and you have 6 choices you can choose from, but you can only use one core skill at a time. This is just a pro tip, but we are given 2 skill preset coupons for free when we finish our class Awakening and Succession quest. Put all the necessary skill points into your class, but don't put any skill points into your core skills and save the preset. That way, when you select your core skills, you can choose whatever it is you're doing, whether it be PvE or PvP centered. Starting off with our first core skill, Close Quarters Suppress. This skill itself has a 5-second cooldown at max level. It becomes a super armor, which is pretty good. This is a good core skill to use for PvE grinding, as you will be using this in your PvE rotations. I use this skill in my PvE rotations, but your rotations may be different from mine. I got my rotation from another YouTuber. This core will keep you from getting knocked mid-rotation. If you're just starting out, I would recommend you use this for PvE. This core skill has no use for PvE situation, as it is outclassed by other core skill options. I think this is a solid skill you can use for PvE. It stops you from getting knocked down, which can be pretty annoying at times, but you know, as you get better and better, you may not use this for your PvE, core skill rotations anymore, but I mean, it's a good one to start out. Our second core skill option is Spare No Quarters. This skill has a 8-second cooldown at max level. With core, it becomes bound on good hits. I think this is a good core skill, but it's simply outclassed by other core skill options. It doesn't really have a use in PvE or PvP situations. There's no reason to worry about trying to bound on good hits against mobs. Same goes for PvP, but when you're playing Awakening Corsair, I personally think trying to keep your distance is much better than trying to be close and personal. Only time you'll be close is when you get a knockdown or some type of CC, but this skill wouldn't be in your PvP rotation. You will be using it as a gap closer maybe, or some type of, you can use it to get away sometimes, or you can use C-Mist to get away as well, but I don't think there's any reason to use this as a core skill though. For our third option is C-Mist. At max level, this skill has a 8-second cooldown. With the core skill added, it becomes stun on good hits. This is probably one of the most popular core skills within the Corsair community. It has no use for PvE and is strictly used for PvP. The stun on good hits has a lot of outplay potential. I personally think this is a very strong core skill to use, but I do not think this is the only good PvP core skill. But for me personally, my playstyle is a little different. I'm going to utilize her long range, and I'm going to try and keep my distance. But it is one of the most popular core skills within the community for Corsair, so you can use it, try it out, see how you like it, and form your own opinion on it. Moving on to our fourth option, which is Crow's Mark, that has a 10-second cooldown. The core skill adds knockback on good hits. To be completely honest, I haven't really tried using this core skill yet. I haven't found the need to use it because I feel that Corsair has options, or better options, when it comes to CC. The knockback is very strong, but the ability has a long wind-up time before you can cast it. Though the skill itself is a forward guard, I just personally don't think it's worth considering. It still is a very solid option though. Maybe if you use this core skill, explain to me in the comment section below why you think this is a good core skill to use. Moving on to our next core skill, which is Sunshooter's Petraka. It has a 10-second cooldown at max level. The core skill adds stiffness on good hits. Now bear with me. I think this is our sleeper core skill that nobody is talking about right now. It's actually really strong. The skill itself is a super armor and it's AoE. So imagine a group of people piled up together and you catch this skill with Wind Piercer Petraka for the knockdown, it's a pretty crazy combination if you ask me. This is my most used core skill for PvP situations. I've used it in RBF and in Node War, and I've gotten some pretty good results in both. Corsair is mostly going to be in the medium to long range, so you might as well guarantee the kill from the distance. Moving on to our last core skill, which is Captain's Order Open Fire. This skill has a 13-second cooldown and it's a forward guard. The core skill gives this skill a bound on good hits. I think this is a pretty good skill in large scale situations where you want to CC more than one person, as this skill is AoE. I still think there are other options that are better, because usually in our rotation we would have already knocked down our opponent and used open fire as a finisher. I tried not relying on the anchor to finish most of my opponents off though. That's just personally me. I try to use other skills, I try to not to get myself. But in large scale situations, I still think it's pretty solid, because if you get the bound, your guildies can finish off the people. And that would be all for the Corsair Core Skill today. Tell me what you guys think about which core skills you guys use. I'm still getting used to the class myself, and rather found myself enjoying Awakening a lot more than Secession. Anyways, that would be all for the video today, and I appreciate you guys for coming out and watching the video. Until then, I see you guys in the next video. Take care.